All right. So Anthony Joshua versus Kubrat Pulev is finally being made. And I mean, finally, after a few years, I think it was 2017, the first time it was supposed to happen. Now it's for a lot less. There's a lot less hullabaloo around it. And, you know, it just this whole situation with Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder's fight with Tyson Fury shows you exactly why you need to make great fights when they can be made. But, you know, that's too much like right for boxing. But let's talk about Anthony Joshua, Kubrat Pulev, and what that means for the heavyweight division. We're going to do that in this video. Make sure you stay tuned to the end. All right, welcome back to the channel. Man. Wow, it's been a couple weeks in this heavyweight division, huh? The world has been shook up. Deontay Wilder is no longer the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. This is 2000. That was the first big upset in the year 2019. And of course, we know what happened in 2020. Excuse me. That was the first big upset of 2020. And of course, we know that there was another really big upset in 2019, and that one involved Anthony Joshua losing to Andy Ruiz. Now, Anthony Joshua won his title back in Saudi Arabia against Andy Ruiz, and now he is out there doing his taking care of his mandatory challenger, who is Kubrat Pulev, for a fight that is supposed to take place, according to what came out today, in London. And so I'm looking forward to it, man. Looking forward to seeing Anthony Joshua back out there, man. Anthony Joshua's, not the biggest fan of Anthony Joshua and how he and Eddie Hearn handled that whole Deontay Wilder fight. But hey, look, man, Anthony Joshua's a good fighter. Looking forward to seeing him. He's definitely a big part of the heavyweight division. He's just not where, he used to be. And clearly right now, the guy that is considered the man in the heavyweight division is Tyson Fury after having beaten Deontay Wilder. But now first, let's talk about the Kubrat Pulev fight specifically, and then we'll talk about the heavyweights in general. And man, how this really does show that you really, if at all possible, make the big fights now, man, because you never know what's going to happen. There is a real possibility that come the day after Anthony Joshua fights Kubrat Pulev, that the new heavyweight that neither Deontay Wilder nor neither Deontay Wilder nor Anthony Joshua would be a heavyweight champion. And they both would have lost without ever having fought each other, because Kubrat Pulev has a chance to beat Anthony Joshua in this fight. Now, I don't think that he's got the greatest chance in the world, because Kubrat Pulev is kind of slow, kind of plodding, really he relies very heavily on his jab. He's got a decent straight right hand. He's a very strong guy. He's a veteran. And, some of the allure has been taken off of Anthony Joshua's name since he got knocked out by Andy Ruiz. And he's looked real suspect in taking shots I think I've seen him look like he got wobbled clearly against Andy Ruiz the first time. I think that he looked like he really didn't want to engage and get mixed up in anything with Andy Ruiz the second fight. I saw it looked like Joseph Parker wobbled him with a shot to his upper body. Of course, he got dropped by Vladimir Klitschko, and he got hurt by Dillian White in their first occasion. So now Anthony Joshua is not looking. Now, Anthony Joshua, if you come straight to him and you're there and you got your head up on the tee, he can tee off on you, man, and cause you a whole lot of pain. So, I'm not favoring Kubrat Pulev to win the fight, but I am saying that Kubrat Pulev does have the skill set and the size and the ability to potentially beat Anthony Joshua. Now, if a year ago, I wouldn't have said that. Now, also, the fact that Kubrat Pulev is taking this fight is telling me something, because if you recall, this fight was supposed to take place right after the Vladimir Klitschko Anthony Joshua fight back in. They fought in 2017, so I think it was late. I think they fought maybe in May think they fought May of 2017, that being Klitschko and Joshua. I think it was around the May time frame in 2017. And the next fight was, I think his next fight was in November, something like that. And it was supposed to be Kubrat Pulev, because Kubrat Pulev was the IBF mandatory, but Kubrat Pulev said that he didn't have enough time to train for the fight originally, so he didn't want to take it. But then they went and agreed to a fight, but then Kubrat pulled off with a mystery injury, and then that fight was off. Now Kubrat Pulev is all gung-ho after Anthony Joshua lost to Andy Ruiz to get in the ring with him. So, and he's obviously been preparing for him for a while. He's promoted by Top Rank, and Top Rank is excellent matchmakers, man. Don't usually throw their guys out there in fights that they don't think that they can win. And hey, man, so there you go. He's in there with Anthony Joshua. Now, the fight is not going to be in Saudi Arabia, from what I understand. The fight is going to be back in London. I wonder where that's going to be, man. If it's going to be in the O2, I don't think it's going to be in Wembley. If it's not in Wembley, that tells you, man, like, I guess I got to get over at this point in time gloating over the fact that Anthony Joshua's star is faded, because hey, man, Deontay Wilder's star just took a big blast too off at the hands of Tyson Fury. But you know, it is what it is, and we're going to see what's going to happen, man. But this goes to show you, man, that these fights need to take, if at all possible, make the fights when you can make the fight, all right? And that was if Anthony Joshua loses to Kubrat Pulev, right? Or gets in with Tyson Fury, say Tyson Fury wins the Deontay Wilder rematch. But anyway, any way you cut it, Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder could have already decided who was going to be the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. Those guys had that sitting right there in 2017, man. Right after the fight with Vladimir Klitschko, you could have went right into a fight with Deontay Wilder, but Anthony Joshua did not want it. But it might wind up being that works for the benefit of Anthony Joshua, because Tyson Fury is an excellent fighter, but Tyson Fury is a different type of fighter than Deontay Wilder is. Deontay Wilder is somebody that really can't cuff you and knock you out, can knock you out with one shot. That's not Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury is much more of an outboxer, much more of a, like a jab straight right hand, if that's what you want to call it, man. Because look, man, I'm not doing any of these videos on these illegal punches from Tyson Fury, but I promise you this, Eddie Hearn might be naysaying the quote unquote conspiracy theories about Tyson Fury's punches. And let me put something on that. That's not a conspiracy theory. Okay. Tyson Fury's gloves being open-handed, that's not a conspiracy theory. It's on tape. You know what I mean? Nobody conspiring. That's not a conspiracy theory. That's one man. Conspiracy takes more than one person. That's just one person that's got his hands open like this and is flicking his jabbing like this and throwing and slap boxing in the ring. But that's something that was overlooked. I believe that was something that was overlooked from the first fight with Deontay Wilder, right? That and the cuffing, because he'll also palm your face. So he'll hit you with the inside of his glove. Tyson Fury is very adept at hitting with the back of his gloves and hitting with the palm, his palm and palm of the glove, like that straight hand jab. Dude, that's no padding on that. That's straight to the palm, right? That's straight contact with the palm. But with Eddie Hearn, I believe that Eddie Hearn is going to be aware enough of that to where he's going to point that out with Anthony Joshua, and they would probably force Tyson Fury into adjusting that, into adjusting his punches and making sure that he throws legal punches by giving him, the requisite amount of warnings before the fight happens, giving him warnings during the fight. If it's not giving him warnings during the fight when they see him. I believe that Anthony Joshua's team probably would be a little bit more on point with that than Deontay Wilder's team was, because they seemed like they absolutely positively missed the whole thing. I didn't miss, and that's another reason why I'm not up in arms about the situation, because it happened the last fight and they didn't say anything about it after the last fight. I did video after video saying, hey man, one of the things they're going to have to worry about with Tyson Fury is that jab. I didn't say anything about the forehand because I didn't notice the forehand slap, the not the forehand. Yeah, I'm thinking like like this is the backhand in tennis and this is your forehand. So let me correct it. But the straight right one versus the left jab But anyway it goes, man, if they would have made this fight, Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury would have made that fight. Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua would have made that fight. We'd have already had who the undisputed champion of the world is. As is right now, it's going to be really, really hard pressed to even see that happening, man, at all, because that's not how Top Rank goes. And Top Rank has a chance to hold all those belts. Ooh, excuse me, I've been holding that off. Anyway, it is what it is. You let me know what you think in the comment section. With that, I'm out. Peace.